All right, welcome. Come on, let's go. This is another beautiful emotional freedom technique EFT tapping video where we're going to cover how it is that it actually goes for a second and what it is. So before we start this EFT video, I'm working on this piece right now. I've been building it down here. And I build all of these pieces. And when I take a break from these pieces, it's when it's time to do some really good work. Some of that is breath work, some of that is running up and down the mountain, some of that is doing yoga, some of that is doing some qigong, running in the mountains, putting my feet on the ground with no shoes on and grounding out. But most of the time I spend making my art, all right? So right now we're gonna put our hands together and we're gonna press them really hard because this activates our left and right brain. Inhale and exhale. Pressing them together, inhale and exhale. You're connecting the left and right hemispheres, okay? So this emotional freedom technique was developed by modern day practitioners and ancient practices such as acupuncture and there's acupressure and acupuncture, but they're based on meridian points. So we have all of these different meridian points that go through our body here. In this tapping, what we're going to do is we're going to be tapping on the karate chop point here with the 4 fingers right on the bottom here underneath the pinky. And we're going to gently be tapping and setting up a setup statement on this set of meridian points, either on the left or the right hand. It doesn't actually matter because the meridians run up and down both sides of your body. And what meridian points are actually is that in our whole entire body, our heart would be the ocean if you want to put it into an analogy. And if our heart is the ocean, then that means that on the land here on the planet, we have streams and tributaries and rivers, and they all flow to the ocean. So our body has all of these streams and rivers that flow through them, and they all flow back to our heart, the ocean. And from the heart, the ocean, they go back out and they do their thing. So when they all cross over and they come together, all these cross points in our body, certain meridian points, when we stimulate them with the tapping, we're asking the blocked, stuck energy of the streams and rivers to unblock. So we unblock all of those channels, allowing more energy and information to us and through us instead of having so much stuck, traumatized energy in the meridian points from the circumstances and situations and events and experiences that we've had in our lives, from physical experiences to just thoughts experiences. It causes a lot of residue in our lives inside of our bodies in the form of trauma that causes us dis-ease. And none of us want to be running around and suffering and feeling like crap. So if you're ready to take responsibility for your life and do something about it, I would invite you to do this emotional freedom technique video with me here in a moment when I let you know. It starts here, okay? And then we're gonna go up to right here in between the eyes, right where the brow point meets the edge of the nose here. And we're gonna gently tap there. Then we're gonna go onto the side of the eye here, right where your temple is, and right where your eye is, in between the temple and the eye, there's the bone. We're gonna tap right there. Meridian point number 2. And what these meridian points, number 3 is right here. What these meridian points are doing is, like I said, when you tap on them, is we're releasing, number 4, right here, we're releasing all the stored, stuck trauma energy into our bodies to be flushed out, number 5 right here. And when we start tapping on it, it's opening up those stuck meridians, allowing energy to flow freely to all of these other channels. Number 6 right here, collarbones, where those bones are, right on both sides, just right there. Just both hands, tap right there. That's number 6. And when the meridians open up and the energy flows to them and through them, we breathe out, sweat out, cry out, and or whatever, in many ways, think out. This is the next meridian point right here. It's if you put your hand underneath like that, it's about right there and it's underneath. This is the next meridian right here. And so when the energy comes all the way through and dumps itself out in all these different forms, we're gonna get new energy that wants to come in. So up here next, ending up here. Okay, so these are the meridian points we're going to be using. Okay, so number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. And there's actually 9, but that was the first one, which was this one, but this isn't where we start. We start here, but this is a setup statement. So the setup statement comes, and then there's the whole pattern. The setup statement is, even though I have this, is whatever you want to put in. Even though I have this belief system from the past, even though I have this problem now that I'm angry, even though I have this problem now that I'm hurt, even though, so you set up statement, and you do it 3 times. So set up statement, say it, set up, say it, and then we're going to go through all of the things, okay? So are you ready to go with me? This one is going to be about letting go of fear of the unknown, letting go of survival and worry, trusting in the creator of all that is, knowing that I am worth it, everything is always working out for me, everything is okay when I relax because I am safe and I am at peace. And when I relax and when I let go of the thought of being in danger and I trust in the divine, and I know that I am safe, all things will work out for me, as I know all things are already working out for me. So that's what we're going to tap on. So start with me right now. Inhale. Take full responsibility for yourself. Start tapping on the karate chop point. Exhale. Even though I'm really scared of the unknown. Even though I'm really scared of the unknown, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. Those are the words. Say them after me, okay? Even though I'm really, really afraid or scared of the unknown or of letting go, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. I really, really do. Even though I'm afraid of letting go and trusting the unknown, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I really, really do. So that's 3 times. And the reason why we say the setup statement 3 times and we love, accept, and forgive ourselves is because if we can love, accept, and forgive ourselves, we can move energy. If we can't love, accept, and forgive ourselves for whatever it is we've done or didn't do, then we're not going to be able to move anywhere. We need to figure out how to love ourselves. So that's the number 1 key right now in this is self-love. So setup statement, you just did that. All right, keep on following me and breathing along. We're going to go through the rest of them. We're done with the setup statement now. Inhale and repeat after me and go very slowly, okay? Even though I have this fear of the unknown, gently tapping. Even though I have this fear of the unknown, move to the side of the eyes. Even though I have this fear of letting go and trusting, keep on tapping. Even though I have this fear of letting go and trusting. Even though I have this fear of letting go and trusting the unknown, knowing that I will be okay. Even though I'm afraid, moving now to under the nose, even though I'm afraid, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day with the unknown. Even though it's so unknown and it makes me so afraid, I'm moving underneath the lip. Even though I'm scared about the future, is it going to work out or not? I feel worried. I feel really, really afraid and scared. Right here to the collarbones. Even though the future's so uncertain, I don't know what to expect. I don't know how to make plans for an uncertain world. I don't know how to make plans when I'm afraid. I'm so afraid of the future, I don't know how to make any plan for it, and I feel stuck right here, right now. Under the arm. Even though I have all this fear and I feel stuck and I don't know how to go forwards because I don't know what to expect and I don't know how to prepare and I'm afraid. Even on the top of the head now, even though I'm all filled with all of this uncertainty and I'm afraid of how to move forwards in my life. Even though I'm afraid, now move back to the third eye. Even though I'm scared and worried about the uncertainty of the future. Even though I'm really, really, really afraid that things just aren't going to work out. Even though I'm worried about my money and how I'm going to make money, even though I'm worried about the future, if I'm going to be able to keep my job or not, or if I've quit my job, if I'm going to be able to make it without one, even though I'm afraid of the circumstances in my future, because I'm basing it on my past, even though I have all this energy that's come from the past, attempting to hold me back, hold me down, even though I'm filled with uncertainty about the future, I'm filled with worry and anxiety based on the past events that have happened, prove to me why I should be worried about the future. I choose to deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself for feeling all of these feelings. And now I'm tapping, telling myself it's safe. I'm safe. It's safe and I'm safe to feel these feelings of worry. It's okay to let myself know that I'm worried about these things. It's okay to tell myself that I'm so uncertain about the future that I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm really scared about what's going to happen if I don't make it. It's going to happen to my family, my friends. Is everything going to be okay if I don't make it? What if I don't make it? And what if everything around me suffers because I didn't make it? What if all is depending on me gets let down because I let them down? I'm so worried about the future. If that happens, what will I do? What will they do if I can't make it? Even though I'm uncertain, even though I'm worried, even though I'm confused, even though I'm like, whoa, I don't know what to do, I'm feeling stuck. Even though whatever comes up, I'm giving it a voice because it's all connected. Even though these are all words and phrases and I may be going too fast for you now, it's okay as long as you agree to these things, and you may have some things that come up for yourself while I'm talking. Just let them come up, and as long as you agree. We're still releasing all these belief systems, releasing all of these old programs, releasing all these old ideas, releasing all of these old ways of how it had to be, releasing all of these old belief systems and constructs and contracts that I've agreed and signed, releasing all this old unbeneficial energy in my body and in my mind, releasing all of this old energy that's confusing me, releasing all this worry and anxiety about the future, releasing all of this non-beneficial energy and ideas and belief systems I've carried my whole life. All this worry, I'm releasing it now. I'm giving myself permission to relax. As I inhale, I'm relaxing deeper. As I inhale again, relaxing even deeper. I allow myself to trust what is. I'm allowing myself to trust the creator of all that is, who created all that is, including me, and my purpose and my place, and what I'm supposed to do today and tomorrow and the next day. And I trust that that source of all that is can take all this worry away from me now. As I inhale and I exhale, I deepen my trust to the source of all that is. And as I continue tapping out all the non-beneficial energy and programs and beliefs and contracts, and I'm tapping into the fact that I trust the source energy, everything is going to be okay. Everything is already okay. Everything is always working out for me. I mean, everything already has always worked out for me. Even in those times when I thought it wasn't, it actually really worked out better than I could have expected. But I wouldn't have been able to see it then, because I was too confused. I was too afraid. I was feeling unsafe. I was feeling worried and stuck. But now I've resolved that by sitting in my power and doing something about it. Breathing into my truth that I can, I will, and I am able. Truth is my ability, and truth is my birthright. And I have the ability to change my truth right now. From the truth that used to suck, that I couldn't do it, that I couldn't change it, that's just the way it was. That truth was not real. That truth was just actually a lie. And I believed in it as truth. And that made me live a miserable life. Always worried about the future. Having such anxiety about the past. Stored with traumas that were not in alignment with my divine assignment. I was blocking myself from loving and being loved. I was blocking myself from even breathing the breath of life and enjoying just being me. I was blocking myself from the whole reason that I've come to this planet, to experience this flesh and being in it, taking care of it. And remembering that when I collect traumas, even if they're made-believe ones, it hurts me. And it's okay to be hurt. But now I'm releasing all of that pain. All of that trauma that's stored, I release now. And I forgive myself, my mother and my father, and anyone else who's participated. I forgive myself. I forgive my mother and my father, my grandma and my grandpa, my aunts, my uncles, sisters and brothers. I forgive my whole family. I forgive their families. I forgive all families. I forgive myself. And in this time and in this space and in this now, I accept that I can, I will, and I am able to wake up every day, tune in to my divine birthright, and keep up doing the good work, giving a voice to the way I feel, allowing myself to feel how it feels to feel out of alignment, and then correcting it to the fact that I can change it. There's lots of practices, and this is one of them. It's called Emotional Freedom Technique. This EFT technique, like I said in the beginning, was developed by modern day practitioners. Keep tapping. Who took old ancient practices, and instead of acupuncture and pressure, well, we got more pressure going on now because we're putting tapping pressure. Instead of just holding pressure, we're putting tapping pressure, which is the same as acupressure, which is going to these meridians, or giving a voice. Keep tapping and following me. We're giving a voice to the stuck energy. And when we give a voice to the stuck energy, we're allowing it to come up and move through us. And when we allow it to come up and move through us, we're liberating it from our being, so it no longer can actually make choices for us while we're unconscious and unaware, which is causing it to actually relive itself over and over, and stress us out, and cause anxiety and worry and fear all of the time, even though we're safe. So repeat after me now. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am loved. I definitely trust the divine source of all that is. I've let go of all my ideas that there's danger around me because I am safe. And when real danger is around me and a tiger may come to actually eat me and it's chasing me, my real fear will kick in. And at that moment, it's okay to be afraid. But that's not now. And that actually hasn't been ever in my entire life. There are no tigers where I live in this part of the world. I don't have to be afraid of imaginary things. But if there was something real to be afraid of, I would become afraid at that moment in time. There's no need to be afraid ahead of time for things that are in the future that don't technically exist and may never exist. So there's no need to just scan your perimeter all the time looking for things to be afraid of. Which means there's no need to defend yourself. There's no need to defend myself. There's no need for defense anymore or offense. Because I am safe. I live a safe life. This planet is safe. I'm taken care of fully by the prime creator source of all it is. I follow my intuition and I'm guided by love. I take care of myself. I love myself and others. I'm always becoming better than I am. I'm always willing to learn and take advice from those who are greater than me. I'm always willing and able to love deeper than I've ever loved before. I have the ability to show up and keep up. I have the ability to be a great teacher and teach myself how to get through my own traumas without infecting anyone else. How to allow myself to love myself deeper. How to show up for myself and keep up for myself every day. How to acknowledge how emotional freedom technique has given me a way that I can speak my truth out loud to myself and hear myself. And as I voice these words out loud, I get to change them. I live the best life ever. I eat the best food ever. I go the best places ever. I drink the best water ever. I have the best friends ever. I have the best conversations ever. I'm so safe and amazing and fun that I get to play all the time. I go to the best places. Great opportunities always are finding me. I provide great opportunities for others. This is the best life ever. How does it get better than this? I love my life. Now inhale, breathe. Take full responsibility for yourself. Rub your hands together vigorously at your heart chakra right here. Charging up your hearts through your hands. Press them together. Inhale. Exhale, say, I love my life, and touch your face with your hands because this is actually all that energy just charged up from your heart energy. Rub your hair, rub your heart, go back down over your body. That's the chi energy that you just collected from yourself vigorously rubbing your hands together, and then you put it all over you. So now you're supercharged with that emotional freedom technique. So, EFT. This was a just go through it with me thing, and I do this every day for myself, but once in a while I'll put out these videos for you. And they're free, they're all over YouTube. And I'm really grateful I get to make them for you and put them out there. And I hope that you follow along best you possibly can without trying to make it that you're actually following me. Don't actually follow me. But you can follow, like, and subscribe if you like down below if you want to follow this page and pass it around to your friends. I'm all over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I have a Shopify store, thesacredstage.store. I create all these metaphysical tools for transformation that are loaded with sacred geometry, gemstones, crystals, fossils. I have different kinds of things. These are just the unks, but I have jewelry and organites and magical wands and dragons and motorcycle riders, and I have all kinds of really cool sculpture art. So if you're interested, go to thesacredstage.store or the Sacred Stage on Instagram and check out what I have available, or send me a message down below. I also do private EFT coaching. If you're looking for a coach and for someone who can guide you through and help you get the affirmations going, and the process is pretty easy when you get into it. You set up the setup statement, like I said, then you go to the first point, second point, third point, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then the setup statement was 9, but you start with the 1. So it's 8 and 1. Whether you call it 9, it doesn't really matter. That's how it goes. But there's actually thousands of meridian points through your entire body. These are just the ones that we're using in this emotional freedom technique. And if you want to go check it out online, there's a bunch you can actually learn about how it got here, how it got developed, where it's made its mark, how many people do it. There's so much about it. You should check it out for yourself. It's called EFT. Anyways, I'm Sebastian Wolf, and you have a wonderful day. Blessings.